Welcome back to this week's edition of EGLZ News.
We hope you had a great weekend.
Let's start off this week with the inspirational quote.
Now it's time for the inspirational quote. Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction, by John F. Kennedy. So remember, all of your efforts should be directed towards a goal.
Thank you, Brianna.
What's happening this week?
I don't know. Let's turn it to Blake to find out.
Now time for this week's Week at a Glance. There will be a pep rally on Thursday. Dress country and come show your Eagle spirit. There's football at home starting at 4:30 against Groesbeck on Thursday. There's also volleyball at home starting at 4:30 against Groesbeck on Monday. End of the 9 weeks is coming up. We will get out early on the 7th. We are out on the 8th through the 12th. Enjoy your long weekend.
The FJHS Millionaire Club has finally started. What do you have to do to earn cool rewards? Read, count your words, and win rewards. The October reward is ice cream. All you need to do is read 125,000 words. Get ready and join the club.
This week's lunch menus by Jack Bean. Monday, we have baked potatoes, chicken ham sandwiches, and spicy chicken sandwiches. Tuesday, we have baked potatoes, chicken ham sandwiches, and pork barbecue sliders. For Wednesday, we have baked potatoes, beef and cheese taco sticks, and chicken ham sandwiches. That's all for this week's lunch.
That's all for this week's Week at a Glance. Have a good week.
Thank you, Blake.
I wonder who won last week.
Who knows? Let's turn it to Mason to find out.
Now time for your sports recap. On Monday, all volleyball games won versus CROCKETT. On Tuesday, cross country had a cool practice in the fog. Thursday night, 7B and 8B won, and 8A won their football game. On Saturday, cross country ran on our home course. The top girl was Bella Campisi, and the top boy was Mason Edwards. Also on Saturday, 7A won the entire volleyball tournament, while 8A won most of their games. Thank you.
Thank you, Mason.
I wonder if the weather's going to be hot or cold this week.
I don't know. Let's figure it out with Taylor.
For today's weather, there'll be a high of 82 and a low of 61. Now let's take a look at your weekly forecast. This week, it'll be mostly sunny with highs in the low 80s and lows in the low 60s. That's all for this week's weather. Have a good week.
Mackenzie Allen, October 5th. GRACELYN Jones, October 6th. Andy Banda, October 8th. James Sims, October 8th. Skylar Cook, October 8th. KATLYNN PLOCH, October 8th. BRENT DUCKETT, October 10th. PICKENS, October 10th. Happy birthday, guys.
Thank you, Finn. What's the special going to be like this week?
Oh no, let's kick it to Obi to find out. How did your career get started?
That's a great question. When I wrote my first song in the studio, like I used to freestyle, you know, from Texas, I think everybody freestyles. And then my friends invited me to the studio to write a verse, which I didn't know what that meant. And after spending a lot of time figuring out how to format it for the song, something just clicked, and I was like, whoa, this is what I'm born to do. And at that point, I never put the pen down and picked up the guitar as well.
Which Super Bowl performance was your favorite?
Wow, that's a good question. I often say my last time doing anything is my most favorite because I like to live in the moment. Like today was basically my most favorite show, right here at your school. But if I was trying to think about the Super Bowls, it wasn't the first one, so maybe let's say New Orleans. There was something special about New Orleans. I kind of had the flow at that point, so it was a lot of fun.
Alright, and last last question. Where were you when you saw you were nominated for a Grammy?
In the gym. Yeah, I remember that well. That's a great question. Yeah, I was working out, and it was totally unexpected. And it was more like, okay, cool, I'm just checking my email, and then clicked it, and I clicked it, and I'm like, oh snap. So yeah, that was really cool.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Abby. I wonder who is in the game this week.
Let's see with Blake.
Now it's time for the game of the week. This week's game is a book race. You have to keep the book on your head and cross the finish line first.
That's all for this week's edition of EGLZ News.
One hour later.